What if your fridge disappeared tomorrow? Could you still keep your food fresh for months? That may sound like a survivalist challenge, but for the Amish and Mennonites, it's everyday life. Without relying on refrigerators, these communities have mastered the art of keeping food fresh for months, even through harsh winters. From underground root cellars and handmade ice boxes to salting, canning, and fermentation, they use time-tested methods that are both sustainable and surprisingly effective. In this video, we'll explore exactly how the Amish and Mennonites store fruits, vegetables, meats, and dairy without a single watt of power. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of people living off the grid and preserving powerful old-world traditions. Among the Amish and Mennonites, canning is a trusted and time-honored method for storing food without refrigeration. As the growing season ends, families get busy preserving fruits like peaches, applesauce, and pears, along with vegetables such as green beans, corn, and tomatoes. Meats, hearty soups, flavorful stews, and sweet treats like jams, jellies, and pickles are also canned. All items are carefully packed into sterilized glass jars and sealed tightly to prevent spoilage. These jars become shelf-stable and can remain fresh for over a year. Once sealed, they are stored in cool, dark places like basements, pantries, or root cellars, providing easy access to nutritious, home-preserved food throughout the harsh winter months. Canning not only ensures food security, but also reflects the community's values of self-reliance, sustainability, and preparation for times when fresh produce isn't available. Root cellars remain a practical and effective method of food storage for the Amish and Mennonites, especially when it comes to preserving fresh produce without electricity. These underground or hillside-built spaces maintain a naturally cool and humid environment, perfect for extending the life of vegetables like potatoes, carrots, cabbage, beets, and turnips. Onions and garlic are also stored here, typically in drier sections. The stable temperature and moisture levels prevent spoilage and keep food fresh for several months. Many Amish and Mennonite families design their root cellars with thoughtful zoning, creating specific areas with varying humidity and airflow to accommodate the different storage needs of each vegetable. This old-world technique reflects their practical approach to self-sufficiency and seasonal living. With minimal energy use, root cellars serve as a natural refrigerator, ensuring a steady supply of healthy produce through the coldest months. In Amish and Mennonite communities, preserving meat without modern refrigeration is both a necessity and a tradition, rooted in centuries-old methods. Salting is one of the most reliable techniques, as salt naturally draws moisture from the meat and inhibits bacterial growth. Commonly used for pork, beef, and fish, this method allows families to safely store meat for weeks or even months. Once the meat is thoroughly salted, it is often smoked over low heat, a process that not only infuses rich, savory flavor, but also forms a protective outer layer to resist spoilage. The result is long-lasting, shelf-stable foods like smoked hams, sausages, and jerky. These preserved meats are then stored in cool, dry cellars or pantries. Together, salting and smoking serve as a powerful combination that allows Amish and Mennonite families to enjoy home-processed meats year-round without relying on electricity. Drying and dehydrating are time-tested food preservation methods that Amish and Mennonite families continue to rely on. By removing moisture, this technique prevents spoilage and extends the shelf life of a wide range of foods. Fruits like apples and plums are often sliced and strung up to air-dry naturally. Beans and corn are bundled and hung in well-ventilated areas, while herbs such as mint and basil are tied and suspended upside down in airy barns to retain their flavor and aroma. Even meat is preserved through dehydration. Combined with salting, it becomes jerky that is both flavorful and long-lasting. These dried foods are lightweight, compact, and ideal for storage in jars, cloth bags, or tins. Their extended shelf life and ease of use make them perfect for winter soups, stews, and quick prep meals, ensuring that nutritious ingredients are always within reach, regardless of the season. Fermentation is a powerful and natural method of preservation embraced by Amish and Mennonite communities. Unlike refrigeration, this technique uses salt, thyme, and beneficial bacteria to keep food safe and nutritious. Common fermented items include sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles, and beet kvass, all made by submerging vegetables in salted water and allowing them to ferment at room temperature. During this process, natural bacteria produce lactic acid, which creates an acidic environment that prevents harmful microbes from growing. As a result, these foods not only remain safe to eat for months, but also develop deeper flavors and beneficial probiotics that support gut health. Fermented items are stored in sealed jars and kept on shelves, making them both convenient and long-lasting. For the Amish and Mennonites, fermentation is more than a preservation method. It's a tradition that delivers nutrition, flavor, and sustainability without electricity. Amish and Mennonite homes are often designed with built-in strategies to keep food fresh without relying on modern refrigeration. One of these techniques is the use of cool rooms and ventilated pantries, often located on the shaded side of the house or partially underground. Constructed with thick stone or brick walls, these rooms stay naturally cooler, especially during hot summers. Open vents placed high near the ceiling and shaded windows allow for continuous airflow, reducing heat buildup. These spaces are ideal for temporarily storing dairy products, preserving the quality of dry goods, and extending the shelf life of fruits and vegetables. Canned items are also kept here safe from heat-related spoilage. By making clever use of architecture and airflow, Amish and Mennonite families create efficient, electricity-free storage areas that maintain freshness year-round with little effort or energy consumption. Amish and Mennonite communities often preserve food without electricity by relying on time-tested methods like ice harvesting. During winter, large ice blocks are cut from frozen lakes and ponds, then stored in specially built ice houses. These structures, made of wood or stone and packed with insulating materials like straw or sawdust, keep the ice frozen for months. In warmer seasons, families place perishables such as milk, butter, cheese, and meat into ice boxes or chests cooled by these ice blocks. The thick insulation helps maintain low temperatures for days at a time. In some areas, a communal system of ice delivery ensures fresh supplies are available throughout the summer. This blend of seasonal planning, clever storage, and neighborly cooperation allows for reliable food preservation, proving that modern refrigeration isn't essential for safe, sustainable living. For the Amish and Mennonites, food preservation is more than a set of techniques. It's a thoughtfully integrated system rooted in tradition, timing, and cooperation. Rather than relying on a single method, families often layer preservation techniques. For example, combining drying with salting or pairing canning with root cellaring to extend shelf life and maintain flavor. They prioritize seasonal harvesting, preserving fruits, vegetables, and meats at peak ripeness to lock in nutrition and taste. Beyond individual effort, these communities embrace a strong sense of cooperation. In some areas, neighbors share blocks of ice, trade preserved foods, or help each other with large harvests, ensuring everyone has enough through the year. This collective approach creates a sustainable, resilient lifestyle that doesn't depend on refrigeration. Instead, it proves that traditional food storage methods can be both practical and beneficial, supporting health, reducing waste, and strengthening community bonds. That's a wrap on our video. While most of the modern world depends on energy-hungry appliances to preserve food, the Amish and Mennonites show us that there's another way, one rooted in tradition, community, and self-reliance. Their innovative use of nature, planning, and cooperation proves that sustainable living isn't just possible, it's practical. Whether it's ice houses in winter or fermenting cabbage into probiotic-rich sauerkraut, every method has a purpose and a story. If they can thrive without electricity, maybe we can too. What's stopping us from preserving food the old-fashioned way? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe for more stories of simple, sustainable, off-grid living.